There is a masculine crisis in this country.
Are we sleepwalking into a kind of crisis for masculinity?
I am worried about this.
Young men are suffering.
They're in a bad enough way as it is without being demonised yet again by the mainstream media.
When I was a minister, I put out a report that showed that white working class boys, not white boys, white working class boys were the most disadvantaged.
Every classroom in the land has to watch a TV drama about alleged teenage male misogyny.
They don't drive, they don't drink, they don't go out.
I actually can't drive though.
You can't drive?
No, it's really embarrassing.
Really?
It's really embarrassing.
Politicians and journalists have been doing a lot of talking about men and masculinity.
No.
My name's McElroy, and I went to bother various men in the real world to find out whether we actually have a crisis of masculinity on our hands.
Do you consider yourself a manly man?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm a manly man. I play the violin, I play the piano. I could probably sing the whole of Beyonce B-Day without lyrics and in tune and with harmonisation as well.
Do you consider yourself a manly man? Do you think that's important for a man or not?
I think, I think, well, no is the short answer.
When you find the right people who accept you as who you are, then you stay with those people, I guess.
What does it mean to you to be a man?
Oh my God, really?
So I think it's looking after your family, obviously yourself, your parents, waking up, being punctual, getting that money. You get me? Just being on point, trying to be a king as a king should be, you know what I mean?
Well, I think men are sometimes penalised for just being men.
Do you feel like you're proud to be a man? Do you feel like your friends are proud to be men?
Yeah, I would say so. I don't know about my friends, but personally, yeah, I think I am.
I don't know, what makes me a manly man?
It's a really hard one.
Yeah.
The definition of a man is changing for the better. I think there's a lot more femininity coming into it.
But I don't think people should be afraid of being strong men.
And do you think men have got any good role models anymore?
No.
There are some that I can't mention because it'll be a bit too controversial.
I mean, that's something that will never have to change, in my view, is the respect for a woman. Like my dad was 50 years older than me, so I was raised as a 1937 kid, when I have to stand when a woman leaves the table and where I have to walk on the right side of the sidewalk, because that's what gentlemen do. Now it's a little bit different.
Well, I feel more secure in my manliness because I feel quite big, and I wasn't when I was younger. But and I feel a bit bad saying that, because now I feel like people who are not like necessarily like as big as me like won't feel manly. That's not the case.
That maybe part of being a man, when you talk about providing, why is being a yes man then not making you manly if you're doing things for other people?
It depends what you're saying yes for, innit?
Right.
Do you know what I mean? If it's like, yo, make sure you go hop me home at 9 o'clock, yeah, but you know you got things to do, like, and then you're like, alright, cool, yeah. But it's like, nah, you know what? Just relax yourself a little bit, everyone. Yeah, I got things to do. You get what I'm saying? But that could even be.
You want to do,
that could be
you're
anyone.
yes man. That means your balls are snatched away. They're gone.
I think Jeb are who they want to be. They're just Jepic.
To make my research as thorough as possible, I had to leave central London, and I thought, how would a manly man travel? Ike from Star Luxury Cars offers on-demand high-end vehicles to some of the world's richest men.
Ooh, seat heating. How many of your clients are men?
Oof, I'll say a good 80 to 90% are men. I'm hoping for that number to balance out a little bit more as more women come into the culture of enjoying supercars.
And what sort of man is it that's looking to hire a luxury car from you?
Oof, your typically successful individual. It could be a creative, it could be an entrepreneur, or it could just be someone who's trying to fantasize the idea of success.
Do you think there's pressure on men to show that they're successful and that they have certain things like supercars?
100%. I mean, masculinity in terms of that pressure or showing off is not the same as it used to be. You can have confidence without the ego, but also like just that pressure to show off is not the same as it used to be.
Do you feel pressure to be a manly man?
Not at all. Not at all.
Well, I have to admit, this is the first Bentley I've ever been in.
How does it feel?
Loving it. I've got the itch. I don't think I can ever go back to my dad's Volvo ever again.
Upminster Men's Shed is a unique space for men to go. They can come together, talk to each other and work on practical things, all around other men.
The pub? I don't even know what this is. That is a lathe, that's a Coronet 3. It's very... I still have no idea what this is.
Yeah, most people just hold it like that. Don't do that. That is the way you do it. Because then, strange as it may seem, it's easier to stay on the line when you're cutting.
Okay. What are you going to use that hammer for?
That's his motivator.
Magic wand of persuasion.
He's going to hit you.
Why is it so important that men have this space?
There are very few spaces that you could call male spaces. Lots of the spaces we have are shared, and that's right and that's good. But when it comes to clubs and associations, they're mostly female. And men are invited into those spaces, but to find a male-only space is actually quite a tricky thing to do. So this is one of those places that men can come together and just be men. You know, we can talk about some really difficult stuffs like the loss of a spouse, or things like problems with cancer, health issues, loss of children even. It's a place to do that, and it's a safe space. We wouldn't use those words exactly, but it is. That's what it is. It is a safe space to do those things.
When she died, I went to the doctors and they done a blood test on me, and he said, I don't know where I had no vitamin D, vitamin C, because I'd given up. But my friend see Man Shed, and he see it in the local paper, the resident, and he said to me, come on. I say, it's the best therapy I've ever had in my life. And I had some therapy, right? But coming down here, I enjoy coming down here. I enjoy the company, and it is, men need other men. My mental health went from being 0 to now, where I am now. I look forward to coming down here. For a bloke, the mental health, being around other men, great, you can talk football, you can talk what you like.
So what did these men teach me? If this is what a crisis of masculinity looks like, I don't think we need to start panicking just yet. I'm left with a higher opinion of men than I've ever had before.
You are a manly man when you don't have to prove that you're a manly man?
We need more opinions, but we need more opinions. I like the more the merrier, innit?
I have a daughter. I have a very strong-willed wife who's great, who's my soulmate. You just know when to sort of, play what card in what environment.
I think there's a big stigma of being like a big soldier man. We don't all need to be like that. Yeah, no. Just be who you want to be, have fun.
Can you think of lots of men that perhaps aren't good role models?
Trump, Putin, Elon Musk. He had good morals and views before about where he wanted to go and what he wanted to do to help the planet and environment. Now I'm not so sure.
Thank you so much, guys.
I love you, yeah? Keep up the good work. God bless you, yeah? Let me get your Instagram.
I don't.
No, Insta, Snapchat, TikTok, email, number. Something, man. What you got? I know you got email. We have to. LinkedIn, you got LinkedIn, innit?